So today is February 9th, and this is what they did. I was washing the clothes, and these are the white clothes. So I usually use bleach, but one of the face towel, I had my face pack on, and it usually I use the turmeric powder. So whenever I wipe off the face, little turmeric comes off of the white on the white towel, and I use white specifically so that I can just bleach it out, so it all goes away. So while first I was picking the white face towel in my hand, so they start to give me shock on the right side of my head. See how they're doing at a particular time to program me, to dictate me, okay? Then, and they've done this before, this is not the first time, they've done this before. In my previous videos I've recorded, I've said this, that they had made issue about the same, it was a towel, and I had used that towel, and so I was placing the bleach on it, and so they had to make issue. Oh wow, why you're, see, look, it's all stained now, but everything was gone the moment I used bleach, right? And that's the reason I use white color to begin with. But so to further, because I was using bleach, see exactly where they put the eyelash. This is what I was saying, that I never had these eyelashes before the 2015-16, whenever this witchcraft thing started, when the Jehovah's Witness started to come for 2 straight years when they came to my house, just from 15 to 15 to 17 or something like that. For 2 straight years they came to my house, and then somehow they stopped. And then later, when I started watching Almas Jacob's video, I came to know, okay, that Jehovah's Witnesses are the criminals. They worship Satanists, I mean the Baphomet and Lucifer, and these people had nothing to do with Jesus Christ. But back then my programming was such that, I'm a sexual predator, I'm a pedophile. So the moment I would see something, anything, say I see on TV something little bit adult thing, okay, so adult thing is not like anything, say even there's some people are wearing less clothes, I would, just for example, or they are, I don't know, just it's very weird even how to, or say somebody has back then my even friends, my friends were not, I wasn't isolated too much back then, so I was still in touch with my friends. So now they are giving me twitch on my foot, on my left foot, saying, oh yeah, you had friends, and yeah, you should be talking back to your friends, and yeah, your friends. But so when I used to talk, and they used to forward me some messages, the jokes that might have, like double meaning or something. Even for that thing, they used to give me scratches on my face, and immediately they will send out these Jehovah's Witnesses to my house to tell me this is the street theater and gang stalking they used to do, to tell me, oh, I'm the sexual predator. Or they used, and then right at that time they started to give me induced thoughts of sexual thoughts, and at the same time they were giving me induced sexual dreams, plus they were giving me rape in my dreams. And those were so realistic dreams, like the targeted individual person told me, although I know I knew that he was a perp, and finally, of course, he showed himself that, yeah, he's a perp, but he was exposing these technologies that, yeah, they have the technology to implant thoughts, and that is later when implant thoughts, implant dreams, implant speech, everything. And so later when I was watching Dr. Eric Karlstrom's video, even he said that, see, you have to discern between what is your thought and what are the induced thoughts. So at that time, so even first they will induce like a sexual thought at, say I look, say if I'm with my father-in-law, like me, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, and my hubby, we go out in a store. Now, if my father-in-law is sitting on the back side of the car, and say if I just turn my neck to look at the blind view when I'm changing the lane, say I'm driving the car and I'm changing the lane, at that look, they will give me like a thought, a sexual thought, and then they will have cop cars placed in the parking lot, or they will have helicopters right in the, if I'm going on highway or somewhere, they will have military helicopters right exactly on the nose, and it will be just sitting there hovering in the middle of the road. So it could be even with my hubby, or even with they used to do with any child. I go to a mall and they used to sensitize me with all these kind of street theaters, and I'm like, what the heck, I never had that kind of mentality or any thinking in my head ever. But it was when Dr. Eric Karlstrom told me, I heard his video, I listened to his video, that's when I came to know, oh, this is what's going on. They're inducing thoughts inside me, and they were trying to make me feel so much guilty about all that. And I'm like, what the heck? I was not able to understand what the heck from so much gang stalking, cop cars, military cars, Jehovah's Witnesses kept giving me this Bible and Jesus Christ thing. And then later, when Almas Jacob exposed these Disney people and all these elite people who are pedophiles, and then David Icke also exposed the Illuminati people and Satanist people who are pedophiles and sexual predators. Oh my gosh, and that they worship devils and Satan and Lucifer. That's when I came to know, oh my goodness, all this was reverse programming was going on with me, because as Almas Jacob says, they make good look evil and evil look good. And so I had never had anything, I never heard the word witchcraft before 2015, or black magic. I didn't even know what those words meant. I learned everything from the when I studied Vedic astrology, and I studied my own chart, and that's when I came to know, oh, okay, there is something called witchcraft and black magic and combinations also. And then so yeah, that is when the eyelashes started to remove, and the cuts on my face, everything was making sense then. And then I joined Targeted Individuals group on Facebook. So people started to talk about directed energy weapons and all that. Back then, I never had tinnitus or even pulling of my eardrum. No, never. They were only doing gang stalking, induced thoughts, and cuts on my hands and face, and a purplish mark on my body, and yeah, shooting needle pain, but in my armpit, nowhere else, only in my armpit. That's it. Then they stopped all that. Right after me watching Almas Jacob's video from October 2021, they absolutely stopped cuts on my body. Absolutely stopped. Not even one cut. But then, since I went to Canada, they started to give me poking needle pains in my abdomen. That is how it started. And it always starts with pasta and noodles, and they want to make issue about some fast food I might have cooked, or it's usually pasta noodles, because see, now they started to pull my right side of my eardrum at the word pasta and noodles, you see. So that is how they had started my poking needle pain in my abdomen from Canada when I went in October 2022. Then when we went to Florida, they gave me shooting needle pains in my abdomen area, navel area, yeah. Shooting pain for 2, 3, 4 hours they would give me. It's very painful. Then, and they just want to tell me, oh, you don't eat too much, or you don't eat after your hubby's done eating. So basically slave programming was going on back then. Then they would give me this big purplish mark because, oh, now your brise was seen when we were doing a boat ride. So we now gonna give you, you will hit a rod, because see, they can direct our actions once your mind is taken over by whatever implants or entities or witchcraft or whatever. So these are very minute and subtle actions they do to synchronize. That is what Robert Duncan, CIA Robert Duncan, was saying, that improbable synchronizations is what they do. Now, since morning today, they have been overall quiet. Since morning, they started to give me subtle pain, needle pain in the right side of my, No, in the in the lower abdomen. Subtle. Even right now, see, they are giving me subtle, very subtle pain in the lower abdomen. Then when I went to, then when I was transferring those videos, right, in the morning, at a particular thing, they will start to give me electric shocks. At a particular word, they will start to give me pulling my eardrums or little bit pain in my abdomen. But then I was watching the video, and yesterday I made a video where, how they made issue about the loo thing, right? Yesterday, and they started to give me poking needle pain in my rectum that for half a day, for an entire half day. So at night, I think I made a just 2 minutes video that, so if I don't go to loo when it feels like, and just because you don't want me to go to loo before I go to the kitchen, which I usually never go. Now they are saying twitching on the left side of the foot. Yeah, we want you that you don't go to the loo before you go to the kitchen. Well, I've never usually done that in the morning time. That's not my routine. But it was just that one day. But then at that one day, these people wanted to make issue about it, so they made it. So at night, it was just 2 minutes video I had recorded where I said, so what if I feel like, so I shouldn't be going, and then just get up and go to the kitchen, and if I feel pressure, both in my bladder and in my, the bowel, then I should just hold it, or I should just pee in my own pants and panties and pajamas. So at that thing, and so after that was, I think, the last video I recorded, and I was watching TV. I was just watching other Jesus Christ stuff and some other stuff, the prophecies, Bible prophecies. So I was up late watching all those videos later. So that wasn't the video wasn't the last thing I did yesterday, but that was the last video of the day. Then that was after that I did make one video, but it wasn't just on my cell phone because my cell phone's memory was full, so I had to make it on my iPad. So I did make another video on iPad. But anyways, but then at the morning, they gave me a dream, a virtual reality or induced dream, where they showed me the toilet and they're showing me that I'm throwing sanitary pads inside it. So, but there was other part of the dream too, where I was with somebody and we are going to some mountains. I don't know what. It was this bizarre dream that these people keep giving sometimes, but it's but what main part it struck me that particular toilet thing, because that particular thing was very vivid. So they used to give me, even back when I said how they given me induced dreams, back when they used to give me rape dreams with my own family members. That's not normal. A depressed person cannot have rape dreams. It's not normal. And I kept telling my parents, kept telling everybody, this is not normal. It's induced, and that's what Dr. Eric Karlstrom said. Yes, they have the ability. Watch that TED talk. TEDx has all these brain implants, thought implants. In fact, they can transfer somebody's thoughts. They can transfer. So it is either via implants, or the same thing you can do via witchcraft. It doesn't have to be implants. They can do it via witchcraft. Look at the symptoms of witchcraft. They can do it. And of course, there was another lady who came on CNN. She was a black lady. She came on Anderson Cooper's show. And she said that, yeah, we can sexually seduce someone or sexually rape someone via astral. It's called astral sex via witchcraft. She said it. And that's what they started doing from February till, I believe, till little bit October or September. Until then, for a few months, they gave me a very, very strong sexual seduction like that, like astral sex kind of thing. Even when not in sleep, usually when I'm awake, they will do it. When I'm awake, they will start seducing me. But yeah, it was very heavy, and now thankfully they have stopped all that. Then, but yeah, this is the another thing they started. The shooting needle pain in my abdomen is the new thing. The rectum pain, shooting needle pain in my rectum, and lots of electric shocks. They have started on my head since past, I believe, 3 years. They have been doing electric shocks, yeah. But ear ringing, this was, I believe, maybe first time. Or I don't know if they have given me passport, maybe once or twice they might have given, but I don't even recall it right now. But the very first ringing they had to give me about when they had to make issue about something when I was rinsing, right, at the sink here. And then today, because of this chief handler guy, they gave me the second ear ringing. Just for 2-3 seconds they will give me, and then they will stop, because they just want to give me that initial thing, that, oh, don't answer him, or don't, or I don't know what they were trying to say, but they gave me on the right side of the ear. See, but they have been giving me pulling in my eardrum, right side of the eardrum. They've been pulling my eardrum a lot for past maybe 2 years, I'm not sure. Yeah, hacking my bank accounts one after the other, giving me all these new credit cards and passports which has 66606 or 6606 or 6696. So basically 666, they want to display that always on my credit cards, on my license, on my not license was a bit old, but yeah, I think it's passport where they have displayed it. And even the new license plate they gave me for my car had number 13, like total was number 13. So they always want to show it's Illuminati's doing it, Freemasonic people are doing all this. They always want to show mark of the beast. So they are leaving, just like those trail of breadcrumbs. It's Hansel and Gretel, it's same thing. They're leaving their criminal trails everywhere, that, oh, it's us doing, it's us doing, it's us doing, okay? And even today, so when I went to cook this, they had to make a little bit issue. I don't know. It's same thing, the Indian spinach that I washed, and it was all good. And then, it's very healthy for your body, that Indian spinach. It's a little bitter, but it's really healthy for you. It smells really good. And so, yeah, I just made that. And so, but I don't know. Here and there, they always want to give me a little bit of shooting needle pain here, and the electric shock in my head, and pulling off my eardrums. But like I said, today's lighter day, and so I'm not going to go too much making this video. I'm going to end it right here.